أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to hand the Madam Chair our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'll call on Honorable Silla to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر حاسد إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الناس الوسواس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناس الحق بالحق والهادي صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره عظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, Son, and our Father in heaven, great and mighty God, we worship you in songs of everlasting joy for the gift of life. We have countless reasons to be grateful for the things you have done for us. Show us your mercy this day. We commit ourselves into your kind and loving care. Protect us from all harm and danger. Cover us under your canopy, under your divine canopy. Be our strength in hours of weakness. In our wanderings, be our guide. And may your grace continue to abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Yes. We need to advise projects. So can you start? Mrs. Sham, good morning. You're welcome. Thank you.
Our chairperson, do I proceed to witness?
Yes, you can. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Cham. You have some documents with you?
Pardon?
Do you have some documents you want to tender?
Yes, I do.
The first one is the per diem payment seat, tariff seat. The first one is the per diem.
Can you please increase your voice?
Yes, the first document is the seat, the per diem payment seat tariff that we use.
The per diem payment too?
Yes. The last time you asked for how do we pay per diems?
Yes.
Yes, and we have a guideline that we use to pay per diems.
Yes.
I also have the 2019 council budget and 2020 council budget.
2019 and 2020.
2019 and 2020.
Let's proceed.
You also asked that the trip to Dakar, how many people went? I have a description there here, and those who went to pick for the visa, and also the staff that also went to accompany the mayor to the Indian embassy in Dakar, and also the individuals who also traveled to Belgium.
You want to have a list?
Their names, yes. I list.
You don't have the documentation for this?
No, they are with the commission here.
Okay, so we will get the list. Okay. In addition to the list, you will be required to come to the commission and get all this, the vouchers with respect to these particular payments, if any, the invitation letters, if any.
All right.
Yes, all the necessary documents.
Yes, that's what I have now.
We apply to tender the following documents, Honorable Chairperson. The first is the draft annual plan and budget 2019. The second is the Cardiff Chamber Council annual plan and budget 2020. Where did you extract this from? The guideline?
This is what the central government uses. We print it from our system.
You print it from?
From our system. We have
yes, but where do you extract from? What is the source and document? Is it GO? What is it?
It's from the government, central government. I'm not sure.
But you don't know from which document? From which?
No, I'm not sure.
So you will need to find it out. We cannot admit it like that. Yes, we apply to tender these two documents into evidence as exhibit.
Mr. This is the actual budget that was executed in 2019 and 2020 respectively.
Yes.
These were the ones that are the budgets that you implemented.
Yes.
All right, thank you. The The draft annual, but the document says draft.
Yeah.
For the 2019, it says draft annual plan, but for the 2020, it says annual plan and budget, which means it's the final one. So is it this draft that you had clearance to implement?
Yeah, this is what we imply. I think the changes, there are no significant changes. But the bulk of all the budgets have been submitted here at the commission here.
Okay.
I could not lay hands on them. They are still helping.
Okay. So what you will do is you will help us tomorrow
So,
to check in which of the boxes that you put it, because we've been trying to go through the documents selected.
all right.
So just like what lead counsel said, you will come and then I just want to be clear,
All right.
because if you say there are some variations,
Not significant.
not significant variation, but you may check and see whether there are any additional or supplementary budgets that you understand you dealt with in 2019.
Okay.
Yes, and then you also check whether where the 2018, we will need the 2018 budget, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23.
All right.
Thank you. The draft annual plan and budget for 2019 and the annual plan and budget for 2020 are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/012.
As a commission, please. Now I will just hand over to you this handwritten list of witnesses that traveled in relation to these various trips. That is the Dhaka visa submission and pickup, the India embassy, Dhaka trip, and the trip to Belgium. And you can just read out the names and you can have them on record. Yes, we can start. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just read out the list you have, the names you have in your list.
Okay. The first one is the Dakar trip. The first visit, that is for visa
Submission.
submission. I think this for the Canadian, to the Canadian embassy.
Yes.
You have Nuru Adams, Aissatou Fall, Yusuf Sala, and the Lord Mayor.
Yusuf Sala.
Sala, yeah.
What is his designation?
That's the driver.
And the Lord Mayor.
Yes. Aissatou Fall is PR manager. Nuru is protocol officer.
Yes, please proceed. How about the collection?
The collection, picking the visa is Aissatou Fall, the PR manager, and you have Amadou. Amadou, I'm not sure of his surname. He's a driver.
Yes, the second trip.
The other trip, that is to the Indian embassy. You have the mayor.
The invitation from the Indian embassy.
Exactly, yes.
Yes.
You have the mayor, the Lord Mayor. You have Yusufa, the driver.
Please increase your voice.
You have the Lord Mayor. You have Yusufa Sala, the driver. You have Kibili, the security or the oddly. You have Aissatou Fall.
Yes.
Yes. That's it.
The third one.
The third one for the Belgium trip, you have the Lord Mayor, you have Councillor Karamo Sise,
Councillor?
Karamo Sise,
Yes.
you have Kanjura Kanye,
Kanjula Kanye.
yes,
Is he the same as Kan Mustafa Kanye?
yes.
Is that all?
You have Fariman Sao, though he's not a staff of the council, but
Fariman?
Saho,
Salah.
Saho,
Saho.
yes,
He's not a staff.
yes.
Where does he work?
He works within our municipality. I think he was kind of I'm not sure, but he's not a staff. He knows the connection in that country.
He knows it?
He's a businessman. He's a businessman.
So for the Canadian visa, do we know whether, for instance, all the documents we have asked for, was visa granted in the first place?
Mm,
Was it issued?
I think yes, visa was granted.
Are you sure about that? Because we had something different from as the file, if I can recall, that it was not. But are you?
Okay, anyway, I'm not sure, but mail travel, I think mail travel.
So give us all the information. And what was the purpose of the travel?
Okay, let me note that one now.
Do you have the purpose of the travel?
I can't say for now. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay, please. All the relevant documents, the vouchers involved as well. The vouchers, the invitations, if any. And that goes to for all these trips as well.
Okay.
You understand that? Yes, thank you. Honorable Chairperson, that's all for Mr. Cham. We will come back unless there are other questions.
Thank you, Mr. Cham. So please, did you note the remaining budgets so that we will be able to check whether the draft, the variation was not much, and the other remaining budgets
All right.
from the submissions.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. You're discharged for the moment.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Bojan, can you please call the next? By the way, Mr. Cham, do you have any other document that you have with you that you wish to present to us? You don't? Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion? Can you speak into the mic, please?
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to get your testimony? Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Okay. Repeat after me. Raise your right hand into the air. Use your right hand. And then repeat after me. I, Dembo Jah, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence
I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Jha. You are welcome. I'm not hearing you, Mr. Jha.
All right, thank you.
Please raise your voice a bit so that we can hear you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
Can you please proceed?
Please tell the commission what your full name is.
My name is Dembo Jah.
Sija, what is your address?
Lamen Kerawan.
Kerewan.
Yeah.
Your occupation?
The HR manager of KMC.
Since when?
Since 2018 May 10th.
2018.
Yeah.
So what is your educational background?
I had my primary education at Pakalending.
You have your
Primary school education at Pakalending Primary, then to Pakalending Upper Basic, then eventually Tahir Ahmadiyya Senior Secondary School, where I graduated in 2000. From there, I was on trained teacher, posted at different areas of the country. And eventually, in 2002, I had my diploma in office packages, diploma in PC repairs, diploma in management information system. Then I was appointed at the Gambia College as an ICT trainer for 1 year, then eventually to RBTH, where I was the data manager for the Global Fund HIV program until December 2008. Well, before that, I had my advanced diploma in human resources, DTI. Then 2008 December, I traveled to the UK for my first degree. While there, I started with advanced diploma in management practice with the University of Ulster in Ireland, then the BSc in banking, economics and law with Roehampton University.
all right. Thank you very much. Now, do you recall that a statement was obtained from you by the investigators?
So
I'll ask that you be given a copy of your statement. It's a 2-page statement. The date is 11th of July, 2023. Please go through it. There's also an additional statement as well.
yeah.
Take your time, go through it, and then you'll be required to tell us whether those were the statements obtained from you by the investigators.
Yes, I'm done. Thanks.
We apply to tender a statement obtained from and identified by the witness Dembo JAH. The date is 11th of July 2023, and an additional statement obtained on the 1st of August 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 11th of July 2023 made by the witness, Mr. Dembo Jah, and the additional statement made on the 1st of August 2024 are both admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DG/KMC/001.
Ask the commission places. Now, do you have your appointment letter?
Yeah, I got it.
Were you confirmed?
Yes, I was confirmed.
May you please see this?
Confirmation because yeah, the confirmation is not available at the moment because I'm on vacation, so I'll provide that later on.
Please come again.
I'm saying the confirmation of employment is not available at the moment, but I'll provide you with in due course.
We applied to tender an offer of appointment letter addressed to the witness Dembo Jah, signed by Salaman Jai, Acting Chief Executive Officer. The date is 11th of May 2018 into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 11th of May 2018 with reference KMC/ADM/074 addressed to Mr. Dembo Jah, Lamin Kerawan, Upper West Coast Region. The letter is from Kanifi Municipal Council with the subject offer of appointment. The letter is signed by Salam Anjay, Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Chairman, Interim Committee, Acting Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, IT Manager, Acting Executive Secretary. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/DJ/KMC/002.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Jack, what can you tell us about your role or your function as a HR manager, the human resource manager at KMC?
Yeah, I am the human resource manager of Kanifi Municipal Council, and my key.
We will certainly need you to increase your voice.
Yes, I am the HR manager of the Kanifi Municipal Council, and my key functions includes recruitment and selection, performing staff of appraisal system for staff of the municipal council, and also analyzing training need or assessment of training needs for staff, and also the implementation of policies for the council, Those are basically my functions.
So you have a role to play in recruitment.
Yes, sir.
And how do you perform this?
Usually, when applications came and I received them, and it is normally taken to the establishment and appointment committee. The establishment and appointment committee would then decide as to whenever there is vacancies, they will definitely go through it. Most of the vacancies some of them would be advertised, but some will not be advertised because they are within, so they will scout for individuals within or the files that are available at the time.
So some will not be advertised.
Yeah, because some.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there are some vacancies that are advertised, but some are not usually advertised.
Why?
Well, I don't have any answer to that.
Why can't you answer that? You as the HR
Yeah.
manager, you should be in a position to say why the positions were not advertised in some instances.
Yeah, that's the decision of the CEO and the management.
And the management?
Yes.
Do you know the management?
No, because there is a line director to me too. So.
And what's your line director?
JAJA CHAM.
JAJA CHAM is your immediate boss.
Yeah, it's my immediate boss.
Are you a member of the establishment committee?
No, I'm not a member.
Why is that?
I only attend meetings to give them facts. I'm not a member of the committee.
But you attend meetings?
Yeah, I attend meetings.
You attend meetings regularly?
Yes, most at times if I don't have much to do. Then
do you advise them?
Yes, I advise, but they said, for example, I'm not actually advising because my advices are not taken into consideration because even if I start to advise, then they will say I am here to give facts, not to advise them on what they need.
What kind of facts would they expect you to give them if you don't tell them what your expert opinion is?
Yeah, because the facts that they would be requesting for is usually like for example, I knew all the staff. So if in an event that they want to know about a particular staff, then they would request for that facts.
So for the issues of employment, even if you disagree with them, they wouldn't hear you or listen to you.
No. I'm not there to advise or to represent CHAM.
Because they told you you're not there to advise.
Sorry?
Because you said you were told you're not there to advise.
Yes, I'm not there to advise. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you were told by the establishment committee that you are not there to advise them.
Yeah, very well.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And so when they employ people without advertisement, would that be proper?
Would that be?
Proper.
No, as at the time that they were doing that because there was no system in place.
I'm asking you.
Sorry?
Whether if they appoint people or employees without following due process, without advertising these positions to get the best in these areas for healthy competition, would that be proper based on your experience?
Yeah, there are instances where vacancies may not be advertised and it will be headhunt.
Yes.
Yes, that is.
And what is the process involved in headhunt?
Headhunting, like getting a qualified personnel somewhere that they feel are very suitable for the position, and they will headhunt.
And how do you determine qualified personnel?
It depends on the way it is determined. Like, for example, you know, an expert somewhere that works and has an expertise in that particular area, then you can definitely recommend that to the authorities, and then they will bring him on board.
You recommend?
Yes, you recommend. But I don't recommend.
Oh, no. Right. Do not be do not be in a hurry to suggest that I'm referring to you in some of these appointments.
Okay.
You understand that we want to understand what your job entails and how it has been executed within the Carnival Municipal Council. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Now you were explaining the issue of headhunting.
Yeah.
Now I'm asking you, what does it involve? What is the process? Everything has a process. Every procedure has a process.
Yeah.
So if you are to headhunt in a particular position, what will in fact warrant you to choose the option of headhunting instead of advertisement? As an expert.
As an expert. These are
you are the expert now.
Yeah.
You are the HR manager.
Very well.
You've told us your CV.
Yeah.
You are very much grounded in this area.
Yeah.
What would warrant an institution to choose headhunting procedure in a particular position as opposed to the normal procedure, which is you rule out an advertisement and qualified people would apply and be subjected to a rigorous interview, and then the best will be taken. Tell us.
Yeah, that is what I've just answered by saying, well, they hand on if there is no qualified. Like for example, most at times, vacancies will be advertised. So if they haven't got the potential in the person that they're looking for, then they will then head on.
So the first thing to do is to rule out the advertisement.
Yeah, to do advertisement.
And once you've done that, and you can't get a qualified personnel, then you can now go and head hunt.
Yes.
That is the best procedure to follow.
Yes, that's the procedure.
Is that procedure normally followed at KMC?
KMC, there was no system in place before 2018. So when the new council came up, then they start to establish those system in place.
Is that process followed in KMC? It's a very simple question. I didn't ask you whether in the past there was a system during 2018 when they were trying to follow a system. When I ask you direct questions, you give me direct answers. Was that system followed in KMC?
Yeah, that's what I'm coming up because I just wanted to justify the reason because
I don't ask you to justify reasons. I asked you to give me answers. Do you understand that? Was that system followed? Because your answers, we will test them with the evidence we have. So be mindful. Be very mindful. If you have a premeditated answer, be mindful. Because we have the evidences here. You've watched the previous sittings. And you know what obtained you were the HR manager. You are still the HR manager. Was that procedure followed?
In most instances, the procedures was not followed.
Was not followed for the most instances. Good. Now, why would the procedure not be followed?
Well, that's for the CEO to decide because I am a HR manager and I have a line department, so I cannot decide that.
Okay, good. Fair enough answer. Do you advise that they should follow the process?
Yeah, there's a key advisor to the CEO, which is the director of admin.
Let's look back again with respect to your offer letter. Yes, may I please have the offer of appointment letter for the witness? So you are saying the chief advisor is?
The director of admin.
Director of admin. And you are to advise who? Who do you advise?
No, I only carry out instructions.
So your instructions from?
From the CEO and the director of admin.
Now, your letter reads that the duties attached to the post are as follows. 1, policy development and documentation, recruiting and staffing. So when you have a role to play in recruitment, how do you understand that?
I aid in the recruitment process, but I don't actually, I'm not the one in charge of the recruitment process.
You said you are in charge of recruitment. Your functions include recruiting and staffing. Now, how do you understand your role in the recruitment process?
What I understand from the role is recruitment is a process that involves one, advertisement and shortlisting of candidates, receiving of applications, shortlisting, and eventually if interviews, and after the interviews, then the offer would go to the whosoever is the most qualified or the most competent.
Yes, and part of your functions as well says you are to report and work directly with under the CEO. So if you have a role in recruiting employees, you are expected to tell the CEO that the particular process is not in line with standard procedure. You understand?
I understand.
Do you agree with that?
I understand.
Do you agree with that?
That I should.
If you have a role as clearly spelled out in your TOR in the areas of recruiting and staffing, and your TOR says you are also to report and work directly under the CEO, then you are to advise the CEO when a certain process is not in line with law or regulation.
Normally, I'm not given that opportunity because this is a public sector.
Yes.
And again, recruitment process solely lies on the hands of CEO. For some directives would come from the establishment and appointment committee where it is mandated by law for certain grades.
Yes.
Yeah, so they are already the only time I execute those responsibilities is when I'm instructed to carry them out.
So you
But
are
there is never a time that they would seek advice from me on such issues.
so you are saying you are normally not given opportunity.
Yeah.
But you have to be given the opportunity because that is your area of expertise.
Yeah, that's my area of.
And you have to be given the opportunity because that's what your TOR says.
Yeah, under normal circumstances.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's not the normal circumstances under which you operated.
Yes,
right?
I would say yes.
Good. Now, what up to what grade can council or the establishment committee appoint or employ people? Is there a limit? A ceiling that they can employ, and then beyond that, it has to be referred to another body?
Yes, the local service commission keep changing. There are times when they will say the councils are mandated to appoint from grade 6 downwards, and then beyond that, it has to be referred to them. And there are times when they will say it from grade 5 downwards, and then anything beyond that has to be referred to them. And as of now, they said, well, from grade 3 to 1, that is within the mandate of the council.
So the maximum grade they had allowed you is grade 6 as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, as at the time, yes.
Yes. So that's the maximum that they had allowed council.
Yeah.
I'm just going by your evidence. I'm not even saying that's the correct thing. But I know at some point it was about grade 5. But if you're saying grade 6, then we will wait for that directive or communication from the service commission. But going by what you were saying, there was a time that you were allowed to employ grade 6.
Yeah, grade 6 down.
When was this?
That is as when I joined the council, I've not found any evidentiary documents on that. But when I joined the council in 2018, I was told that it was within the jurisdiction of the CEO to employ from grade 6 downwards.
Mr. Jai, you cannot be told things. You have to find out things. You're an expert in this. This is what you do for a living. You cannot just be told. If it's as easy as that, anyone can do your job. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Wait, what? Not
if it is as easy as just filling out an employment vacancy, as important as a human resource manager, and you'll just be told what obtains and you go by that, then anyone can do your job.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to find out what obtains on the ground within the laws that you operate within, the boundaries of the regulations that guide. That's how you're going to advise. That's how you're going to execute your functions. Yeah. Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's
so. As at the time you work in council as HR manager, what is the ceiling? What is the grade, the most grade that the establishment committee and the CEO can employ?
Yeah, that is what I was trying to explain now. As at the time I was joining the council, they said, well, the CEO has the mandate to appoint from grade 6.
Said?
Well, that's what I was told by the CEO at the time.
Who was the CEO at the time?
Salam.
Did you verify that?
No, I did not verify.
Why?
I did not verify.
Why?
Because I was not given the opportunity to verify. And I cannot verify at the time because I was new.
You don't know the local government service commission exists?
No, at the time there was no local service commission.
So 2019?
2018.
2018?
Yeah.
So you said it was grade 6?
Yes. That's what I was told.
That's what you were told?
Yeah.
Good. Now, let me give you 2 files. Do you recognize those files?
Yes, I recognize
it. And what is the the employee's name of the first file?
Nuruddin Adams, and then you have Aissatou Fall.
Nuruddin Adams and Aissatou Fall.
Yeah.
Now just write somewhere. We will need you to assist us in identifying and providing the file for Yusuf Asala.
Okay. I didn't have a pen at the moment. So Yusuf Asala, is it?
Yes. Now, are those the staff file for Nuruddin Adams and Aissatou Fall?
Yeah.
May you please have them? We applied to tender the KMC personal file for Nuruddin Adams, protocol officer, and Aissatou Fall, public affairs manager, into evidence as that.
The personal file for Nuruddin Adams, protocol officer, and the personal file for Aissatou Fall, public affairs manager. These two files, personal files, are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/GC/KMC/013.
Now I'm reading your statement of the 11th of July 2023.
Okay.
The third paragraph, it says, as human resource manager, it is my responsibilities to help council in recruitment and the recruitment process.
Sorry, Council.
Yes.
Sorry, I did not. Let me retake this exhibit numbers. The personal file for Mr. Nuruddin Adams, protocol officer, and I said to file public affairs manager, admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DJ/KMC/002 instead of 013.
As the commission places. Now, the third paragraph says, as human resource manager, it is among my responsibilities to help council in the recruitment and the recruitment process. I also conduct appraisal systems in consultation with the Director of Administration and also aid in the discipline of staff. Now, what do you mean by appraisal systems?
Appraisal system for any appraisal system is a need for every institution, because for
No, first, what is appraisal system?
appraisal system is to determine the strength or capability of an employee.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how do you do this?
For potential positions.
How do you do this?
There are a questionnaire that has been devised and developed.
There?
Questionnaire. Like you develop a questionnaire,
Yeah.
and then as part of the need of the particular institution, you develop that questionnaires and ask the question on every employee. Most of the times you give it to their supervisors to evaluate them and give you the report. Then after which you will personally do the interview together with the employee themselves.
Have you been doing this?
Yes.
Do you have your activity report for these exercises?
No, normally what happens is when we started this thing in 2019, it was given to staff, and the responses were not pleasant. As a result, because before conducting it, I had to do a training session for SMT to how to go about it. And then eventually we started the exercise, but it wasn't pleasant because the gradings that we are given were not normal. We are very favorable.
Now, Mr. Jah, how do you understand conflict of interest in employment? The process of recruiting staffs, how do you understand the avoidance of conflict of interest?
Conflict of interest is when, for example, I have my brother or sister or my close relative in a particular role. So that's a conflict of interest to get done on more. Or in fact, even if I had to do the recruitment process, I don't have to be involved fully. It has to be decided by other people. While I excuse myself, yeah.
Yes, not only that.
Yeah.
There has to be really absolute due process followed.
Yeah. Yeah. Very well.
That's correct.
Yes.
Have you been avoiding such, or are you against issues of conflict of interest?
When it comes to the recruitment,
yes.
When it comes to the recruitment, I only facilitate, but I don't have any say when it comes to the recruitment.
I know you don't have a say.
Yeah.
Your testimony here, to a certain degree as well, is in relation to an expert opinion, and you worked as HR manager. In fact, you signed some of the appointment letters.
4. I don't sign any appointment letter as HR manager. I sign for the particular authority.
The circumstances you have signed these appointment letters, the circumstances you have signed these appointment letters, you can explain that.
Okay.
Because you would have to be given instructions. Is that not the case?
Yeah,
you can explain the circumstances, but you have signed it.
Yes.
Appointed certain people in certain positions. Is that not the case?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Now, let's go, for instance, in 2018, what was the guideline that you were following in relation to appointed people in positions?
What was it?
The guidelines.
There was no structure in place as of 2018.
Why is that?
Because that's the way we find it. Because when I came in, I found out these files were scattered at the administrative department. People can go and take in any files and other stuff.
Now,
and there is no scheme of service at the council at the time.
Now, to hold a position in council or in any institution, should there be normally, as an HR manager, should there be qualifications attached to positions?
Yes, there should be qualifications attached, like I said, but as at the time there was no proper structure in place.
But there should be qualifications attached.
There should be qualification attached.
For instance, if the HR position for manager is vacant, do you just employ anybody, or are there qualifications to be attached to it?
Yeah, there are two things that you look at when employing. One is the qualification, and the experience also counts.
So which one comes first?
First, you look at the qualification,
And
then the experience.
And then the experience. The first is the qualification,
yeah,
and then the experience. So if you have met the basic minimum requirement for the qualification, let's assume there are 2 or 3 people who have met this minimum requirement. Then you look at the one with the most experience, the one who has the most experience in the job. Is that not the case? That is when you talk about experience.
Yeah, that's it.
Good. Not to put the cart before the horse.
Okay.
But the other way around, correct?
Like, can you explain that? So that
I said not to put the cart before the horse. The minimum qualification must be met before we discuss issues of experience.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, yes. That is if there are structures in the place.
Yes, you've already told us that the normal circumstances for the most part does not exist in your area council. That we already have, but we have to talk about the process. Now, let me show you one of the letters that you have authored on behalf of the CEO at the time. That is the file as the file.
Okay.
You signed the appointment letter?
Yes, very well.
In the microphone, please.
Yes, very well.
What date is on the document?
7 June 2018.
7th?
June 2018.
7 June.
Yeah.
It's when you signed it.
Yeah.
You signed it for the CEO?
Yes, I signed for the CEO.
And what is the position that the applicant was given?
Public affairs manager.
The grade?
This is grade 10.
10.1.
10.1 of the integrated pay scale.
What should be the minimum qualification based on your experience as HR manager for this position?
The minimum qualification?
Yes, the minimum basic qualification.
For public affairs manager, I think that basically is the qualification for managerial position when there was a structure in place, that is the present skill.
What should be the minimum qualification for public affairs manager? You are an HR expert.
Yeah. No,
yes, you work in an institution, any institution, you find the actual structure. You as the expert, you're there to tell them, no, this is not acceptable standard. You don't employ a person to the position of a legal advisor if the person is not a qualified barrister. Correct?
Yeah, but in this case...
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah,
that is a minimum acceptable standard.
Yeah.
You need an accountant. You know this is the minimum qualification, even if they don't have a structure in place. Correct?
Yes.
It's your job.
Yes.
As in, you know, this is the minimum acceptable standard. You don't need to have any paper for you to know. You know the required qualified individuals must occupy a certain given position.
Not in this instance, because in private institutions where I used to work, I used to determine and I tell them the...
No, I'm not saying you were determining.
Yeah.
Again, I keep on reminding you. I know this was not your call. This is not your. You didn't take a shot at this. I know you're not the one making the decision. I'm now asking you questions based on your expertise as a HR, human resource manager, not as someone who directly employed someone or was taking all decisions in relation to employment. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yes.
Now I'm asking you based on your experience and your expertise as a human resource manager and your qualification and your education, what is the minimum acceptable standard?
For public affairs manager
Yes.
position, yeah, that I'll base it on the experience too. I know I would
I'm
have
not asking you about the experience. I'm asking about the minimum
qualification. At least you have to get high school.
At least high school.
At minimum.
High school.
Yeah, at minimum.
To be a manager.
No, to be a manager, it depends on your experience.
To be a public affairs manager.
Yeah, it depends on your experience.
So no wonder you work for an institution that keep on flouting the rules like this. No wonder you were sitting here trying to insult yourself and your education.
No, I am.
You can sit here with your qualification and you beautifully told us what your qualifications are. You sit here. You really sit here with your qualification and your experience, and you dare to say it in public that high school can be a manager.
No.
When the witness herself sat where you were sitting and said, I am not academically qualified.
Yes, can I come in there?
No, it's an harassment, Mr. Jar.
No, you just need to get my justification. Oh. I said if it is a private institution where I have the sole mandate to do that.
Yes.
But this is an instance where the decision has already been made. Who am I to flout that decision?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That was not your decision.
Yeah.
But if you want to ratify it,
I would have said presently that the scheme of service, even for the managerial position, is you have to get a prerequisite of a BSc or at least a BSc.
You know it.
Yeah, I know it.
Say it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Say it.
Yeah.
If you continuously keep on lying to the commission, you know what it does to you? It goes to your credibility. You are a professional.
Well,
you know this is true. Even people sleeping, even someone at grade 12, they know what you are saying is not true. It's a lie. Sorry for excuse my French. I don't want to treat professionals like this. You know what you owe to the commission?
But I would not consider this as a lie because I am telling you, you did not probably.
Honesty.
No.
And
because probably you did not hear what I was trying to say because I said this is a different setup.
If you were to employ anyone in this position, what would be your minimum qualification?
If I am to do it?
Yes.
It's a BSc, obviously.
Thank you. Then it's case closed.
Yeah, but in this case, that's what I was trying to justify.
Case closed. Now, look at the application letter. It should be there. Have you seen it? You have seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
What is the date of the application?
It's 7th June.
7th June
2018, yeah.
Does that day strike a bell? Does it ring a bell?
Yes.
It's the same. What does it tell you?
The application is dated 7th June.
And then? And look at the appointment date.
The appointment is also 7th June.
Why is that?
18.
Why would someone apply the same day and they got employed the same day?
That's not possible. Normally, if you apply, it takes time before you are written to.
Exactly.
So it might be an oversight because I'm an author, so I'll take responsibility.
What do you mean an oversight?
Meaning because this is a template already developed and it's in the PC. So what I do for normally, I only design the terms of reference and then place it there.
You know what your problem is?
Yeah.
You and the winners that came here and the ones that will come here.
Yeah.
You know what your problem is? You think you can anticipate questions. And you think you can be smart. It's a public hearing. We know.
Yeah, I understand.
We know. You cannot outsmart anyone here. No matter your level of preparation and your level of conspiracy. It cannot happen. This is not the place to do that. You are here to testify and give your honest truth and answer. You swore to tell the truth.
Very well.
When you go to your grave, it's between you and your God.
Yeah.
You understand? Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes, I understand.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
The applicant applied the same day and was appointed the same day. You, as a HR manager, signed the letter the same date. How do you justify that?
No, that's what I'm saying. That is never possible. You cannot get somebody, you cannot get an application. No,
it's possible if the appointment has already been premeditated, it's already been discussed already, and it's just a formality.
No.
You know why? You know why?
Yes.
Because the individual testified here and said she had worked for the companies of the Lord Mayor. Two of the companies. You and I discussed about conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Clear. You and I discussed conflict of interest.
Yes, like I said, the date, that is not usual. It's not a usual thing. You cannot have the date on the appointment the same as the date of the application.
Unless you are flouting the rules.
No, I'm not flouting the rules.
Not you. You said you were asked to sign.
Yeah, to sign. Yeah.
So maybe the person who asked you to sign, you can ask the person to come and justify.
Oh, very well.
So if you sit here and you are asked to sign, you are signed on the 7th of June.
Yeah.
Is that not a fact?
Yeah, I've signed on the 7th of June.
Yes. On the 7th of June is when you issued out, you signed on behalf of the CEO.
Yes.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. And on that same 7th is when the applicant sent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said on the normal circumstance, I cannot sign letters that are of the same date with the application.
Yes.
I am saying that is not even right.
Yes.
But in a situation where that happens, probably it's an oversight on my side.
Or probably it's an arranged employment already.
Maybe that's what you might perceive it, but
Do you deny that?
No.
Is that not a possibility?
No, because what
is that not a possibility?
Yeah, that's a possibility too. That's a possibility.
You see, don't carry someone's cross.
Yeah.
You said I was assigned to sign.
Yeah.
You want to carry someone's cross? We can do it.
I'm not signing and I'm not doing that.
That's it. Now, again, that same employment, did it follow due process as HR manager? As an expert in human resources, did it follow due process?
When you talk of due process, then that means it has to be advertised. And
did it follow due process? The answer is yes. It followed due process because of XYZ. No, it did not follow due process because it was supposed to follow this process.
Yeah, I'm telling you the process that I know as HR.
Yes.
It should undergo. So in an event it does not follow that way, then that means it's not following the due process.
Now, did this particular employment follow due process? I will hear it from you. Your answer, I will get it from you.
Yes, no, I understand.
And you will say it.
Yeah.
What you don't want to say, you will say it. Did that particular application follow due process?
I would say because the normal process is you have to
particular application follow due process. You see, the problem is, and we have to do a lot of soul searching in this country. The problem is for you to be honest.
Very well, I am.
Your honesty is your integrity. It's your character. No one should take that away from you. You went to school you want to tell us you spend your entire years going to school to be an expert in HR just to be economical with the truth. Did that process follow due application and employment follow due process?
No, like I said,
Did it follow due process?
No, the due process
Did
is
it follow due process?
No, in this sense, it was not advertised in this case.
Did it follow due process?
No, it is not follow. It has not followed the due process, and yes,
as simple as that. As simple as that. And your answer is in line with the audit report for 2017-2019 audit report for the National Audit Office. It says on page 35. Are you familiar with this audit report? It highlighted the anomalies, the abnormal employment procedures in relation to some of the staff. You must be familiar.
Yeah, I've read it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it says low qualifications for key positions. It says during the review of a sample of files, we identified a number of key positions filled by candidates that appear to fall short of the basis as established by the scheme of service of the municipality. Do you have the scheme of service?
Yes, we have that.
Can you please provide us with the scheme of service from 2018? As detailed in Alex.
Sorry, let me ask. Yes. The scheme of service, Mr. Jah, the scheme of service you had in 2018, is it still the same scheme of service that is being used?
The scheme of service, I think it was developed in 2019. I'm not too sure about the date, but it's the same scheme of service that we have within the council.
Okay, so you please provide, if there is a preceding one, you can provide it from 2018.
From 20, okay.
If the one that you're using, you know, it was formulated in 2019, you can as well have that.
Okay.
But please cross-check whether by 2018 there was any scheme of service that is being used by the council.
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Now, may I please have the file while you write that down? Are you done, sir?
Yes, I'm done.
Yes, it says as detailed in Annex 5, a number of them are direct entries to the positions. See? What do you understand by that? Direct entries to these positions?
Yeah, that's people with the qualification from outside.
No. They didn't follow process. A number of them are direct entries to the positions, but whom neither the qualification nor the experience is evidence to justify appointment. I would say
can you repeat, please, so that I can hear?
The audit report I'm reading. It says a number of them are direct entries to the positions, but whom neither the qualification nor the experience is evidence to justify appointments. It goes implication, filling key positions with less than qualified candidates, seriously risk efficiency and performance of the council. Do you agree with this?
Yes, I agree.
2, that this is particularly true for top positions, which have the potential to affect the entire department or unit, as it inherently affects everyone else. You agree with that?
Yes.
Now, the recommendation. We recommend that management, in collaboration with the relevant committee of General Council, review the affected cadres with a view to regularizing the incompatibilities. In future, all recruitment should be consistent with the requirements of the scheme of service to ensure effectiveness and compliance in recruitment. Now, let me read to you what the management response was. It says, management will review the concern highlighted above and will engage the establishment and appointment committee for addressing. They agreed with this.
Yeah.
So, at least at the tail end, you agreed, and it was a good thing to do. They agreed with this. Now, let me justify you to Annex 5. Some of the names we have in Annex 5. The following names, you have Fatu Boja. The position is, current position is secretary. Staff qualification none. Department admin. You have Mimi Kurubali, a confidential secretary to CEO. Staff qualification none. Sanjale Kanye, staff qualification none. Current position, religion and culture officer. You have Awa Jalo, staff qualification none. Current position, secretary, with no qualification. Rohi Yabo, no qualification. Current position, secretary. Ya Awa Jalo, court cashier, current position. Staff qualification, no qualification at all. Musa Sise, court interpreter, certificate in IT. Yaman Jai, court clerk, no qualification. You have Khadijatu Sow, court clerk, no qualification. The file you were examining, actually the file, the highest qualification is WAS as an IT certificate as a manager for the position of a public relations manager, and Ibrahima SK Fofana, that of internal audit. Now, AAT level 2. Now, have this all been regularized?
Most of them were regularized because the likes of Khadija Tusho has provided some documentations as for her qualifications.
The likes of
Khadija Tusho.
Yes.
Yeah, that one has submitted the qualifications, but the rest, there is no improvement. It has not been addressed.
Now, this subsequently, Madam Fall resigned on the 7th of December 2022 after this audit report. Do you know why?
No, I cannot tell.
But management agreed.
Yeah, to accept, yeah.
They agreed. And then the qualifications, no doubt, everyone knows she's not qualified.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And she subsequently resigned.
Yeah.
And it was accepted.
Yes.
But before that, the output or the performance of the individual in this position, how do you rate that? Was it good? Was it to the level of a manager?
I cannot.
You can't.
Wait, because she doesn't report to me. She reports to the director of admin.
You are in charge of staff generally. You are in charge of staff appraisal. You've discussed this issue as well.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You are in a position as chair to know you have their file. Is that not the case?
Yeah. The only thing that I can recall previously, looking at KMC, there was no structure in place.
We are discussing the issue of ISO file.
Okay.
You see, you cannot divert people's attention to things that are irrelevant. The things that are relevant, we will ask you and you will answer them. Diverting people's attention, again, Mr. Dembo, I don't know whether that's a tactic or not. It's a dishonest exercise.
It's not a dishonest.
I'm telling you it is, because I didn't ask you these questions. So stick to what I've asked you. If you want to say anything else, you can ask the chairperson, the commissioners, they may grant you latitude. Okay? I'm asking you about the performance. I'm asking you about the output of ISO as a manager. What was the output based on your experience as a HR?
Like I said, she doesn't report to me, so I cannot access.
You had cause to write to her.
Yeah, because I'm giving directives to write to her.
Know about her output because you had cause to write to her about several issues in relation to her performance.
No, I've never write to her with regards to her performance.
Absent without permission, 15th of September 2020. Are you not Dembo JAH anymore?
Yeah, those are attendance on the performance.
Are you not Dembo JAH anymore?
Yes, I'm Dembo JAH.
Let me give it to you.
No,
No. I will give it to you because I have to show you why you are continuous answering questions as if you are programmed. So the files are here. The files are here. You wrote to her more than 2 occasions, and your words were strong. Can you read the date to us?
The date is 15 September 2020.
Into the microphone, please.
The date is 15 September 2020.
Where is the letter from?
It's from the Human Resource Manager.
Who is the Human Resource Manager?
That's me.
Who is it addressed to?
I certify.
Very well. Now, what is the subject?
Absent without permission.
Absent without?
Permission.
Without permission?
Yeah.
Can you please read it?
After several monitoring visits at the Office of the Public Affairs Unit, it has been observed that you have been not reporting to work for a couple of days. Consequently, no substantial reason was given for your persistent absenteeism.
Yes.
Yes. However, you are hereby required to explain in writing why absenteeism as failure of which shall attract stiffer disciplinary actions.
Or it shall attract stiffer
disciplinary
action.
Yeah.
Good. Why was there the need to write that letter?
Yeah, because I feel that's within my mandate to monitor attendance. That's my core function.
I mean, if someone is not attending or coming to work, you can't. That's not even a 1% grading in relation to performance.
Yes, that's it.
It's in fact worse to be absent.
Yeah.
It might have been a different thing altogether when they are present, but the output is probably low. Even attending. Then that is a problem. Going to work is a problem.
Yeah.
And that's not the only letter.
Yeah, that's
move to the next one. There are about 3 letters that you wrote to her.
Persistent lateness.
Good. The date?
This was also 3rd January 2020.
3rd January
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And from which office?
From my office.
Your office?
Yeah.
To
I certify.
Please read.
After several monitoring visits at the Office of the Public Affairs, it has been established that you have not been reporting to work on time. In most instances, not reporting to work at all without permission. Yeah. Your attitude towards work tantamounts to negligence of duty. Consequently, you are hereby issued warning letter and to inform you that Council will not accept such behavior and failure to adhere to this warning will result to stiffer disciplinary actions.
Very well. Why was there a need to write a letter?
Yeah, because at the time he has not been coming to work on time.
And other times as well, absent.
Yeah, absent.
Go to the next one.
Warning letter.
Yes.
After several verbal warnings with regards to your attitude towards work, it has come to the notice of the management that your attitude towards work could not still change. Consequently, you are hereby issued a warning letter as management deems your actions as serious infringement of a policy bordering on failure to follow instruction.
Why is that? Why was there the need to write a letter?
Yeah, because at the time the attendance was not good.
And you had cause to warn her verbally on several occasions.
Yeah.
For being absent.
Yeah.
So now I ask again where we have started.
Okay.
How was her performance?
The performance in terms of attitude towards work was dull.
It was very dull.
Was very dull, yeah.
Can I have that file? So you see, Mr. Jah, an old teacher of mine used to say, book don't lie. If you hadn't put this in pen and paper, we wouldn't have access to it. And from your answers, you wouldn't have disclosed this verbally without evidence. But this is the problem, is it not?
Yeah,
when we employ the wrong people in the wrong job, it's what you get. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
It's what you get when you put the wrong people in the wrong job, in a certain job, sorry. That's what you get. Less qualified people occupying very sensitive positions that requires professionals in this country. You want to tell us, not you, but the people, anyone who employed this individual, that there are no better qualified individuals than this? You certainly believe there are far more qualified individuals. Agree?
Yeah, I agree. There are
Yes.
people with qualifications.
Yes. Nuruddin Adams. Did that appointment as well also an appointment follow due process?
For Nurdin Adams, yeah, it's the same as Isarokar.
It didn't follow due process.
Yeah, it's the same.
Was it a headhunt?
I cannot say per se because I was not there when they were bringing her on board. I am only executing
Because
the directives.
yes, because
Yeah.
Mr. Jah, if anyone is to say it's a headhunt, that will be a very, very serious concern.
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Mr. Adams testified here.
Yeah.
And said openly, I campaigned for the mayor. Openly, it's on record. But I campaigned for the mayor. After the mayor was successful, he applied, he got the job, directly assigned to the mayor. The same with Fowler. I worked with the mayor on two of his companies. I went to him and I told him I want a job. I applied the same day he was appointed. Totally wrong. This is not what we deserve in our public institutions. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But another issue that I want to discuss with you is the TOR of Madam Fowler. Who is she answerable to as public relations officer?
Director of Administration.
Director of admin,
Yeah.
and not you.
Yeah.
Now, your statement, the last page, last paragraph, is on the issue of Sarata Jaite's appointment. Who is Sarah Jaite?
It's a procurement officer.
And what is it about her appointment?
Like, I don't understand.
You said on the issue of Sarah Jaite's appointment, I understand that Sarah came to council through internship.
Yes.
Correct?
Very well. Yes, very well.
And at some point was granted employment by council after 3 to 6 months internship.
Yes.
What is her qualification?
Sarata has advanced diploma in accounting and finance.
Accounting and
Finance.
finance.
Yeah.
So furthermore, I could remember that one day Mrs. Jerry's appointment was also the same day that the appointment as establishment committee was presented and granted appointment for file to the position of assistant council accountant on grade 8.
Yeah.
Upon appointment, File worked for the council from 2019 and resigned subsequently.
Yeah.
Is there any reason?
I was told because I haven't had that tete-a-tete discussion because I received normally when somebody resigns, it goes to the CEO, and if the CEO approves, then it will come down to respond to it. But as at the time I received it, then she has already left. I was told she's gone for her master's in Turkey. That's what I was told.
The staff at the KMT, and the KETP, do you have any degree of control over the staff as human resource manager?
The staff on that?
KMT and KETP.
No, I don't.
Why is that?
Because KMT, I'm not aware of the recruitment. I think the chairman of the KMT board would have been the right person to answer that, because I'm not even aware they were appointed. I only see them on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Khan Mustafa Kanye, you know Khan Mustafa Kanye?
Yes, very well.
When was appointed?
The first appointment, I think it was well before I started the council, as a technical advisor to the mayor, and eventually to subsequent seasons.
Would you be able to provide us with his personal file?
Yes, the personal file should be in the office.
Okay. Any questions for this witness, Honorable Chairperson?
Yes. Mr.
Yes.
Your statement, the statement that's dated the 11th of July 2023. The second page, the second to last paragraph of your statement, will it be correct to say that what you said in that statement is inconsistent with your evidence? That is to say, the appointment of Isaac File to the position of Public Affairs Manager on grade 10 was presided and granted by the Establishment and Appointment Committee.
Yeah.
So that will be a wrong statement.
No, I would not consider it as a wrong statement, because I was not asked that question, because normally all senior position appointments.
No, Mr. Jah, maybe I didn't put my question correctly for you to understand. I'm saying that you have answered the question that was put to you by council to say that Isaac File's appointment did not follow due process.
Yes, better.
And my understanding is that following the process is for the entire process to go through the Establishment and Appointment Committee, right?
Yeah, that's also part of it.
It's part of
it's part of the due process. Yes.
So in this instance, what you have told the commission is that based on the evidence that is put to you, would it be correct to still mean that, her appointment was deliberated upon at the Establishment and Appointment Committee? Is that the correct and true position?
Yeah, I still maintain that, but the reason why I told the council that...
No. Do you maintain that, she went through the Establishment and Appointment Committee?
She did not go through the establishment. And
so this statement would not be correct there.
I would say the matter.
No. Let's answer the question. I will give you time to explain. So therefore, this statement would not be correct, because it was presided and granted by the Establishment and Appointment Committee. Was presided and granted by the Appointment and Establishment Committee. Establishment and Appointment.
Yeah, I still go by that.
You go by no. Thank you so much. That is not a problem. So I have one question. You indicated in your additional statement that you were directed by the committee to write to convey the decision of the Establishment Committee to Mr. Kanye, effective 1st of November 2018, with a monthly salary of 17,500. Can the minutes of the meetings for the Establishment Committee that, where this was discussed, please know that? Also, on my earlier question, provide us with the minute of the meeting of the Establishment Committee for Zainab on her appointment. Sorry. Yes, and minutes. There will be minutes for the meeting of the Establishment and Appointment Committees. Provide that, and all provide the So the agreement between the council and the where he conveyed the appointment of Mr. Kanye from the establishment committee. He was supposed to be paid quarter payment of 55,000. Please provide us with details of the consulting agreement and the minutes of the establishment committee for appointing Mr. Kanye to be paid. The committee appointing him for a consultancy service on debt recovery, where you conveyed what he is entitled to for every quarter. That is in 2020. Please provide the details of that for us. And we understand that advisors are paid. We also want you to provide us how much Mr. Kanye was paid being an advisor to the lawmaker, technical advisor. What simulation? All right. Did you get that, Mr. Jah?
Yes, I got it.
Thank you. Can't you please proceed? Oh, all right. Honorable Jan.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jah.
Afternoon.
This is just a general question. Do you do exit meetings with senior staffs that are leaving the institution to find out why are they leaving the institution? Do you do that?
No.
Yes, Mr. Just to clarify one or two, actually, you have said that you were instructed by the CEO.
Yeah.
You didn't take part in a meeting.
No, I was in the meeting when the establishment was discussing the issue of SFR. The initial meeting I wasn't there, but the second one I was part of it.
So again, the commission chairperson has already requested for these minutes of this meeting.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've already written it.
Right. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Jah, do you attend SMT meetings?
Yes, I do attend.
Are you the secretary to the SMT meeting?
Some time ago when I started early, then the acting CEO was there, Salama. She made me a secretary to that meeting. That was.
I'm asking you a current issue. I'm asking you now. Do you attend SMT meetings?
Yes, I attend.
Are you the secretary to the SMT?
The clerk.
The clerk is the.
Yes, that's what I was explaining. That previously I was a secretary for some months, and recently now the clerk has taken over. So the clerk is the secretary.
But you just attend as a member.
Yeah, I'm not even a member, but just to represent and give facts.
So you are called upon to attend meeting as and when is necessary.
Yeah.
So you report to the admin director, right? So the admin director is the person that attends the SMT meeting.
Yes, he also attends.
Yeah. Thank you. Council, we will proceed.
That's all for this week.
Mr. Jah, thank you for coming and your discharge. We will call you back. Please endeavor to provide us with these documents by Wednesday.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Can you take that? Mr. Witness, make sure you speak into the mic for everybody to hear you. Okay. What is your religion? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay. And repeat after me. I, Ibrahim Saneh, do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Madam Chairperson, ask Camera will lead this witness.
Check. Good afternoon, Mr. Saneh.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Saneh.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Could you please tell the commission your names?
I'm Ebrima Sannehe.
What is your address?
Double.
And the date of birth on the seaman is confirmed to be yours?
Yes.
When were you appointed at KMC?
I beg your pardon.
When were you appointed at KMC?
On the 1st of July, 2019.
Do you have your appointment letter with you?
Yes, I do.
Were you confirmed?
Yes, I'm confirmed. I don't have that there.
Okay. Any motion?
Not.
Mr. Saneh, you've given us 4 documents, but 2 are the original and the other 2 are the copies.
Yeah, sometimes they give us photocopies.
Yes, I understand, but the point I'm making is it's not 4 appointments on contract. It's that is 2. These two are the copies of this one, the original. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, you can read this. We uploaded the appointment on contracts letter dated 30th of June 2020, addressed to the witness, Mr. Ebrima Sannehe, signed by Mr. Dembo JAH for the CEO, and another appointment on contract letter dated 1st of July 2021, addressed to witness Mr. Ebrima Sannehe, signed by Mr. Dembo JAH for the CEO, into evidence as an exhibit.
No, no. Thank you.
Um, Letter dated the 30th of June 2020, addressed to Mr. Ebrima Sannehe, Tabo KMC, and it has the subject appointment on contract. The letter is signed by Dembo JAH for Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, IT Manager, Project Manager, Executive Secretary. A letter dated the 1st of July 2021, addressed to Ebrima Sannehe, Tabokoto, KMC, with the subject appointment on contract. The letter is signed by Dembo JAH for Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, IT Manager, Project Manager, Executive Secretary. These two letters are admitted together in evidence as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/ES/AMC/001.
Attention, please. Mr. Sannehe, did you work for KMC prior to these contracts?
Very.
When was that?
1991, 97.
Then you retired.
I left for greener pasture to retire.
Sorry, can you speak a little bit louder? I cannot hear
I
you.
left for greener pasture, not to retire.
Oh, okay. So when do you remember making a statement with the investigators of this commission?
Very well.
Now you'll be giving your statement. You can kindly confirm the contents of the statement. And tell us if you still go by the contents of the statement. Was that the statement made to the investigators?
Very well.
finance. We are under direct finance.
Yes, I understand you're under there. So now, then, when you do these ticket sales, like you said, who do you render accounts to?
My time there, we take it to the bank directly. They give us account number that we deposit.
Okay, which bank was that?
Ajib Bank.
You can later. Then at some so for the entire time since 2020 up to 2023, you've been depositing in the bank?
No.
Okay, what were you doing? I mean
Around 20
when did it stop?
deposit into the bank.
Yes.
I recall 2022.
So from 2020.
21, 2022. I cannot remember actual month. So
Please a bit louder, Mr. Sani.
I say around 2021, 2022, we stopped going to the bank, and then they allocate us a revenue collector who do come there and collect from us.
Who goes to the dump site and collects from you guys?
Yes.
Who was that person?
We have almost 3 of them, if I remember well. One is Brema Jobate, the other is younger, and the third one I forgot the name. What my colleagues know his name, and
Then the third one.
I forgot his name. What? It's 3 of them. Every year they keep.
What Fofana?
Huh? Yes.
I had Fofana. Who?
Yes.
Who Fofana?
I say Ibrahim Jobate and Jonga.
Jonga.
Yes.
Is it Omar Jonga?
Very well.
Thank you. Then you've been doing that till when?
22.
So were you entering your collections into the cash book?
Exactly.
You have your own personal cash book, or is that
No, it's a joint
cash book?
Joint cash book, yeah.
It's a joint cash book.
Exactly.
For all the ticket sellers, as in the 3 of you.
3 of us, yes.
Okay, but at least when we look at the cash book, we will know where yours starts and where it ends.
Exactly.
From 2020 to 2023.
Very well.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just, for the purposes of clarity. Mr. Sani, you said you jointly make entries into the cash book.
Yes.
And you issue different tickets for different for different values, right?
Yes.
Now, are you on shift duty, or all 3 of you are stationed at the dump site?
That was the time 3 of us special there.
So it's all 3 of you that will be collecting revenue?
That was the time 3 of us collected revenue. That certain time we agree with the then project manager that for getting off, discuss between you three of you, 2 in, 1 off. So this is what we end up doing. But the same account.
Yes, because I find it a little bit confusing if 3 of you
yes
will be in the same one dump site. If the dump site was it's not enclosed as it is, it would have been a problem. But when the lorries come in, they pass through one gate. Is that not correct?
Yes.
They are supposed to take a particular route to go into, because they are to be guided as to where to.
Before it was not
to do the dumping.
When we start, it was not closed. It was not fenced.
Yes.
Yeah. When we start, it was fenced. It was 3 of us that start there.
Yes. But despite the fact that it is not closed, the people that come to dump at the dump site, they know where the entry point is and where the exit point is.
Exactly.
In order to allow for them to be directed to dump properly. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, my worry is you have 3 revenue collectors.
Yes.
Are all 3 of you having different ticket books? or you are using
No, we
the
use,
same ticket book?
yes,
You use the same ticket book.
yes.
Okay. So which means in effect, it is only one person that will be working at any given time,
No,
unless.
no, that side, the donkey drivers come in a group. So one person,
Sorry, I did not get
I
that
said when
one.
we are collecting, they come in large numbers, these donkey carts.
Yes.
So one person cannot control here and there, wheelbarrow, donkeys, they have vehicles there. So at times we are there in two. So you control this one control this one, and the police help you to do so. But the account is one.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Councilor, you may proceed.
Thank you. So the ticket books, who do you receive these ticket books from?
To accounts clerks.
Do you have records of what you will usually receive from them in a day or in a week or in a month?
They will record it. The person who collected will sign it and take it, bring it for us.
Sorry, say that again.
I say if I go for collecting the books or Usman or anybody else, they'll record it in a quiet book, you sign there and bring it to the dump site.
Okay, so Usman will now give it to you.
Yeah, Usman will bring it to the dump site.
Okay, so how many books does Usman give you or in a day?
No, we don't collect every day. When you go for it, you'll bring maybe, let's say 100,000, 2 packets, 50,000, 50,000. We use that when it's almost exhausted, you go for another one.
Okay, so how much will you normally make in a day?
Depends. From Mondays to Thursdays, we can make 10,000 minimum. And Saturday, Sunday, the same thing. But Fridays, 5,000 minimum.
So the shift, is it in the morning and the afternoon and evening? From what time to what time do you normally work?
As early as 7 up to 6 o'clock in the evening, or 7:30. 6:30, sorry. In the evening. The whole day process.
Okay. You've made it clear here that you've been depositing the collection money into the Ajib bank account.
Yes.
Until late 2021, 2022, then to the cashier.
Yes.
So at what point were you giving these monies to Usman Jase?
Not actually give it to Usman Jase. This collector will come and meet us at the dump site. If we collect today, tomorrow in the morning, you come and collect from us.
Okay, now I will can you read? All right.
Yes.
Can you read all right?
Yes.
Okay, what is your level of education?
Secondary 4.
That's fine. So now I'll take you through your statement. Line 8, where it says, I submit the revenue to Usman Jase and I record the total collection in the cash book. That's why I ask you, at what point were you giving the monies, the revenue you collected to Usman Jase?
That's when come to the weekend. Weekend, this revenue collector no work.
Yes, the evidence needs to come from you. If you don't explain, we wouldn't know. We'll think even weekend you go to the bank, which clearly on Sundays banks don't operate.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that one we have to hand over to Usman. Usman
Okay.
Jase. He keep it for the next week.
Okay. Does any of the commissioners have a question for the witness before I move to the last issue?
I just want to find out, Mr. Sane, are you also part of the people that receive the 1% commission on turnover?
No.
You don't receive.
No.
The people at the dump site don't receive the 1%?
1%?
Yes.
No. What do we receive? Dump site allowance.
Dump site allowance.
Exactly.
And how much is that allowance?
It's 3,000
per month.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you receive risk allowance?
No, only They say don't start allowance. Whether it's risk.
Do you have medical
No,
cover?
sir.
You don't have medical cover.
No.
Why?
Well, it's beyond me. What I know is
No. I'm asking you a question because you know how the dump site is, correct?
exactly.
So why didn't you request for medical cover?
We do so.
And
Nothing come out of it.
nothing come out of it.
Exactly.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. There was an issue that some of the ticket sellers will sell one ticket to two different wheelbarrow users or dumpers. How was that possible whilst you were collecting revenue?
Yes, it's what I told you. We have different demonic meanings. You can handle donkey cart ticket. The other wheelbarrow. This one can.
Yes, the example I'm giving. For example, you're dealing with a donkey cart or wheelbarrow.
Yes.
You sell one ticket to two or three different persons.
Yes.
So that was the loss of revenue as it was stated in some of the audit reports. So how was that possible?
I don't get it clear.
I said one ticket being sold to two or three different people.
No, that's not possible.
That wasn't possible.
No.
The former manager, Mr. Kemo Fati, explained to us that that was one of those things or the challenges that he has been facing at the downside.
I cannot issue a ticket. You left. I get the ticket and issue to the other party.
Or you will not issue ticket, but then they will go in and
yes.
the monies will be collected, but the tickets will not be given to them.
Very well.
So how was that possible?
When you enter, you meet us at the gate.
Yes.
Issue ticket.
You collect the money and not give the person the ticket.
Ticket to go in.
Yes.
Yes. When you go, it's on the ticket now. If you want it there, you want to go home with it.
No, as in you will not issue the ticket.
I will issue the ticket.
You always issue the ticket.
Very well.
That's fine. Now, do you have any other source of income?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Do you have any loan or support from KMC?
I never.
Do you own a property?
Never.
Okay, so how many banks do you bank with?
I have no account bank.
Sorry?
I don't have any account number.
So you pay over the counter.
Counter, very well.
All right. That will be all for this witness, manager, except any of the commissioners have a question for this witness.
Mr. Sane, you were given yearly contract, right? So each year your contract is renewed.
Yes.
Are you of retirement age? Have you reached the retirement age?
The next 2 years.
Next 2 years.
Exactly.
Now, having come back to the municipality, why did they not give you a permanent appointment since you are not, you've not reached the retirement age?
When I came in, I go direct to the finance director then. How do you call that man? I forgot. He now transferred to Banjul. I asked him, I want the job. He said, what type of? I said, I want a revenue collector. He said, what's your experience and what's your qualification? I show him my papers and show him my experience. When I left there, the CEO then gave me a recommendation letter. I brought that to him. He said, yeah, it's true. This year is the year I came here. He said, 97 is the year I joined Games. I said, 97 is the year I left. He said, I would like to get some of you who need no training, go direct to the system. He said, apply. I applied to him. He said, you go and wait me for next 1 week. When I go a week, I came back to him. He said, let's go to the HR. We go to HR. He said, HR, I gave you this month's applications. How far have you done? He said, this is the CEO. Then that time it's JAJA CHAM. He said, okay, now take my number. No need to come. You just communicate with me. I go a week, I communicate him. He said, look, these people are not taking my advice seriously. I need a collector. They're still up and down about this case. I have only dump site to take you. If only one dump site. For revenue collector, that's only called land seals. It's not yet. But if you need them, I take you dump site directly. So I applied on site only. So it's that time Jaja was removed. I apply again. They take it to the then CEO, Senator Martin. I know the influence of the finance director. I was quickly hired. But on contract.
On contract.
Exactly.
So you didn't know why they did not hire you on a permanent basis?
Well, best known to them, I don't know actually.
Sorry?
I said best known to them, I don't know actually why. I'm still
But
going.
you still have few more years, and you could have made good of your service, because if you were hired on a permanent basis, you will be entitled to be paid pension because they will contribute for your payment. But for the contract, I'm not too sure whether that is paid for you.
It's not
Did you
safe.
find out whether contribution is made for you?
Yes, when this project almost phased out, or when they hand over the project to KMC, some of these.
Oh, is you are employed under the Malik project, right?
Exactly. That's what my
Your appointment letter says.
Exactly.
You are employed under the Malik project.
But yes.
Not under the mainstream council.
Yes, not under the ministry council, because my payroll number shows me it's in ballot.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I'm now clear. That's all. That's all I have. Yes.
That will be all for this witness.
So, Mr. Sane, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Ma.
All right. If we need to get you to come back to clarify any issue, we will call on you.
Very well.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
We may rise. Go for it.